Hi, my name is Angie Portillo. I'm a freshman in college. My cultural background would be American, Salvadorian, Mexican. I associate more with my Salvadorian part of the family. A part of my Salvadorian family, my grandma's actually from Chalatenango, so is my dad. They originally came from there, and the reasoning why they came over here to the United States was due to them to have a better lifestyle. My grandmother, when she lived in El Salvador, she would cook pupusas, had her own like little restaurant on the side, and my dad, my tia, and my other tia, my tia Wendy, my tia Marilu, and my dad would help my grandma out with the food. And they were raised on a farm where their lifestyle was way different from here in the United States. When my dad had moved here when he was 19, and from age 19 to now that he's 41, he's been living here for the rest of his life. My grandma, my dad, and my family, they all had their own kids and started developing their own type of generation. And after generation, my grandmother has taught me and my cousins how to cook the basics from pupusas. Basically, a pupusa would be a tortilla that's plain. You make it handmade with flour, and then you could add beans, bacon. You could add all types of stuff. There's revueltas, queso con frijol, puro frijol, which is basically beans, cheese, and then with pork inside of it. There's multiple other things that I've learned growing up with my Salvadorian side of the family. I've learned how to respect people. My grandma has this type of thing where if like you don't respect someone, you will later on learn it in life. And one thing is that they do listen to a lot of type of music. Salvadorians for sure really like throwing parties, and when they do, they play bachata type of music. I also associate with my cultural background would be I am actually someone who recently came out as someone who's bisexual, but I've known since I was in sixth grade. I told my mom about it, so I would love to associate with the LGBT community. I've always been able to express the way that I feel about liking both men and women. What's another thing? I'm a freshman in college. I'm trying to trying to major in child development as a special needs teacher. And the reasoning for me wanting to do that for the cultural background, it actually does have to do something with my cultural background. My grandmother is someone who's very kind and who constantly likes giving to others. So since I was a kid, that's something she's taught me to never give up and to keep trying, whether if things are good or bad, to give back to the community. So my grandmother, she tends to sometimes like when she sells pupusas, she does it throughout her apartment building and people that live within her apartment building. And when that happens, she'll give like an extra pupusa for free. She sells them for $2.50 each. And my grandmother makes really good food, and the thing that I really love about her making food is when she makes food, she like unites everybody together as one from different cultural backgrounds. There'll be like Salvadorian, Hondureño, Mexican, American people as well have gone to eat her food and described her food as something very good. Some other type of cultural background thing that I've learned from my dad was fried banana, and they call it plátanos. Plátanos is basically cooked in a pan with an oil. With oil, you cut the banana into pieces and you fry the banana, or you can deep fry the banana. And the usual dishes that go with it is crema, cream, and what else? Cheese you can put sometimes with it, or beans. People like doing that with their plátanos. There's also something called panes con pollo. Panes con pollo is a bolillo with chicken, vegetables, cucumber, tomato, all put into one, made with tomato sauce. And my grandmother makes the really good food. She makes really good food. What else besides that? My grandmother is someone who I really look up to, even though she comes from a different foreign country. I've always loved my grandmother, and I love the type of person that she is. And growing up with my Salvadorian side of the family, I've always loved the type of people that they've been.